Hey, good Friday morning, my friends. This is MLive Chief Meteorologist Mark Torregrossa. Wahoo! We made it to Friday. Now, in weather, there's going to be showers and rain in the southeast part of lower Michigan. Going to kind of plague the southeast part for today and tomorrow. I'll show you that. A sharp cutoff between who gets the rain in the southeast and who doesn't get the rain in the west and northwest part of lower Michigan. UP generally looks dry for the next 2 days. And then we'll look at Easter Sunday, and that seems to be slowly creeping to better and better results with a little bit warmer temperatures. Hey, good morning, Laura Savicki, and welcome Jackie Oswald, who has started to watch the MLive Morning Weather Update. Let's get to it. Someone wants the day nice in Alpena. You are close. You are on the edge, but I would not probably call it nice in Alpena because you are on the edge of the rain shower. So here's the current radar, and you could see the rain in the southeast half of lower Michigan. And then pretty much that's going to be the back edge to the rainfall for the most part. I'll show you the radar in just a moment, or the radar forecast, I should say. And so as you go north and west, it looks like you would have dry weather. Good morning, Susan Smith from Bridgeport, and Bob Swanson, and Charlene Sturkin. I think you're going to get your wish of no rain on Easter. Thanks, Tom Ramsey. Hope you have a great day also. And John I had a friend who had a name like this, and so I should know how to say it. Kumyan, I think, maybe, from Lake Ann. All right, so here we go with the radar forecast. 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock. So it's a morning into early afternoon shower pattern, but not an all-day type thing. And then the rest of the day looks like it's going to be dry. I think the far southeast, I think Detroit, Ann Arbor, Monroe, you're going to flirt with some off and on showers at any time during the day, but generally becoming more scattered and not much rain as you go into the afternoon and evening hours. Hey, Greg Morales from Zeeland and Bonnie from Vestaburg. And now we're into 1 o'clock on Saturday morning, and it starts to show that next wave. And that's what I wanted to point out also when we go back to this here. This is the next wave of rainfall that we're watching. Okay, so that's going to be moving toward the northeast, and that's going to hit the southeast part of the state on Saturday, and we'll get into that in a second here. Here are the high temperatures for today. You could get a good feel for where the most shower activity is and where it isn't. So in the shower activity, you're looking at temperatures only in the low 40s. Around Detroit and Ann Arbor and Flint, 43, and Saginaw Bay City, 43-ish, and the Thumb, 30s with that northeast wind. You get to the west side of the state, a little bit more tolerable, 47-ish Grand Rapids and Kalamazoo, and 48-ish in Cadillac, 46 in Traverse City, UP 40s, western UP into the lower 50s. Hey, you know what I like about Easter? We get to have Pola sausage from Kramer's Market in Bay City, and it's really good. Okay, so there's the high temperatures for today. Now, here is the radar forecast. We're going through the day today, okay? And then we are into this evening. And again, Detroit flirts with a few showers. And then we go into tomorrow. Now we're at 8 o'clock tomorrow, and here comes that next area of rain that I showed you down in Illinois. And we go through 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, 12, 1, 2. So I would call it Saginaw to definitely Lansing to maybe Kalamazoo. I would call that the sharp cutoff line. North and west of that, Grand Rapids, you probably straight dry tomorrow. That's hard to say. Mount Pleasant, Clare, probably dry. Northwest lower, Traverse City up to Sheboygan, dry. UP, dry. Let's go into the afternoon. We're at 3 o'clock and 4 o'clock, 5 and 6. So you could see how this band is just going to hang in the southeast third of lower, let's call it, and maybe Detroit you dry out a little bit, but you don't have a good chance of drying. Hey, good morning, Steve Jakubiak, and happy Easter to you. Dawn DeFort, happy Easter from Swartz Creek. And as we go into Saturday night, that fades off, and we are into Easter Sunday now. And generally dry, maybe some showers starting up back to the north and west. Winds will be fairly light this weekend. Someone asked on that, except for today is on the breezy side. So this is Saturday's rain. That gives you a good wider perspective. Going north and west, you're A-OK. This is Easter Sunday, and this isn't a bad pattern. Not many isobars, so that means you're going to have a fairly light wind. You will get some off and on sunshine, and you will get, at this point, you're starting to get into a southerly wind. Let me show you what the models do on that. And by the way, if you want to go into the future, into next week, our next rain would come in about Tuesday. So we're still having a tough time drying out. This is Easter Sunday. This is off the U.S. model called the GFS. It is probably the warmest. What I see is this odd pattern right here that I started to think, well, maybe that's not going to happen, but then I look over to Wisconsin and it's about the same. So I'm going to call Easter Sunday in the 60s. The European has this area a little bit warmer. I think you'll make it to 65-ish in Detroit and Ann Arbor by Easter Sunday afternoon. Maybe some cooling along the shoreline and the thumb. I think you'll make it into the 60s everywhere. 69 in Grand Rapids. That's probably pretty accurate. And you might get a 70 to 72 up in this region right here for whatever reason. So Easter Sunday is looking pretty good. I guess that's one of the benefits of having it almost as late as it can be. How do they pick out Easter Sunday? Let's see. It is the, oh boy, how does this work? It is the, I forgot. It's got to do with the full moon. It is the next Sunday after the first full moon, after the spring equinox is the way it works. So this is about as late as we can have it, but I think mathematically we can actually have it a couple of days later and have it a couple of days later. Richard Carlton, Mark, you still working in your garden? Yes, I do. I'm waiting for it to dry out. And this year we don't have a wedding. The year before we had a wedding in the family, so my wife said, no, we can't have a garden. So this year we're out of tomato sauce, we're out of spaghetti sauce, we're out of salsa. So yeah, I'm back into the game. So there you have it. We have a wet day in the southeast today. Then we have a wet day in the southeast for Saturday. And then we also have a nice Easter Sunday on the way. Everybody take care. Have yourselves a great Easter weekend. I will see you back here Monday. This is MLive Chief Meteorologist Mark Torregrossa.